ranking every henchman sound in Fortnite Chapter 2. I didn't even know it was possible to rank sounds, but I guess it's a little late to turn back, so without further ado, let's get into it. Hey, whoa, yeah, oh. That was Henchmen for yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. My name is Chris Redden, and I'm super excited because this is going to be the last video of Chapter 2, Season 2. But anyway, today's video, if you couldn't already tell, we are going to be ranking every henchman sound in Fortnite Chapter 2. Now, just as a heads up, there are 50 sounds on this list, and it doesn't even include the boss sounds, okay? There was a lot, and this video idea comes in from the one himself, NRG Spider, a super OG sub, so I want to give a shout out to him. Anyway, I thought an appropriate location for today's video would be the agency, so that is where we are heading over right now. Hit up a little disguise, scan ourselves in, run up the stairs, and we're in. Okay, this is the office that we're going to be using, and it's actually pretty suitable for the henchman sounds that we're going to be ranking. And as long as Midas doesn't come in, then that's fine. Also, because these sounds are from both the Ghost and Shadow Henchmen, I'm gonna be moving back and forth from the Grotto and the Agency, okay guys? Also, apparently there's a countdown now, so that's a thing. So coming in now at the number 50 spot, we have this sound. Honestly, I put it in at number 50 because it sounded really gloomy, and I'm not very gloomy, so that's why it's in number 50. In at the number 49 spot, we have this sound. This one is also gloomy, so that's why it's lower. In at the number 48 spot, we have this sound. Coming in at the number 47 spot, we have this sound. In at number 46, we have this sound. In at number 45, we have this one. In at number 44, we have this sound. In at number 43, we have this sound. In at number 42, we have this sound. Now, for some of the sounds like this one, I was able to make an English translation, and if I'm able to do that, I will be mentioning it. But for all of the sounds previous to this, I couldn't make out a translation at all, so if you could, let me know down below. But number 42, this one sounds like, ugh, you are bad. Coming in at the number 41 spot, we have this sound. And this one sounds like, hey, I'll tell you what. And coming in at the number 40 spot, we have this sound. Now, I really like this sound. I think it's really funny because it either says, that's pretty bad, or it says, y'all pretty trash. Do you hear it? Is it just me? Probably just me, okay. Coming in now at the number 39 spot, we have this sound. This one sounds like it's a radio call over a walkie-talkie. Again, I don't really know how to rank a sound, so these are all just coming in together. Coming in at the number 38 spot, we have this sound. Coming in at the number 37 spot, we have this sound. Coming in at number 36, we have this sound. Coming in at number 35, we got this sound. In at number 34, we got this sound. In at number 33, we got this one. In at number 32, this is one of the only legible ones. This one sounds like it's saying, guys, check files. And coming in at the number 31 spot, we have this sound. Now, this one was the only one I can make out a legible sentence from a radio call, and it sounds like it says, lock and load, where are you, man? Again, could be a total stretch, but it definitely kind of sounds like that. Maybe my ears are messed up, I don't know. Coming in now, at the number 30 spot, we have this sound. In at number 29, we got this sound. In at the number 28 spot, we have this sound. This one I was able to make an English translation for. It sounds like, hey, you won't. Coming in at 27, we have this sound. Coming in at the number 26 spot, we have this sound. In at the number 25 spot, we have this sound. Now, this one is an interesting sound because I couldn't make out an English translation other than DJ Glow Up.
What?
It sounds like DJ Glow Up. Pretty sure my translation is way off. Moving on now, guys, to the number 24 spot, we have this sound.
My hero.
This one sounds like he just sighs and says Midas the hero.
My hero.
Very possible. Again, a bit of a stretch, but I think it could be done. In at the number 23 spot, we have this sound. A little bit of a stretch, but it sounds like he says, huh, can't hear anything. Maybe? I don't know. Coming in at the number 22 spot, we have this sound. This one sounds like, hey, if I were you, or hey, how are you? Roll it again. It sounds like one of the two, but I can't quite put my finger on it. In at the number 21 spot, we have this sound. Pretty much just a grunt, nothing special about it. And in at the number 20 spot, we have this sound. Now this sound that I just played sounds like he's sneezing. In at the number 19 spot, we have this sound. This one sounds like he's saying, hey, where you at? In at the number 18 spot, we have this sound. This one sounds like he says, hey, don't go in there. Which would be a cool Moana reference because that chicken is my favorite in the world. In at the number 17 spot, we have this sound.
Oh, get it.
I can't tell what this one is saying, but it sounds like he's saying, oh, yet it, or oh, yeah, or oh, get it. I don't exactly know, but it's probably one of the three. In at the number 16 spot, we have this sound.
Hey.
Pretty much just says, hey. Very simplistic. In at the number 15 spot, we have this sound.
All right.
It sounds like he says, turn around. Again, another simplistic one. In at the number 14 spot, we have this sound.
Oh,
This one sounds like if that little oh whoa face was actually dialogue.
oh.
In at the number 13 spot, we have this sound.
Yeah, where you?
This one sounds really aggressive, but it sounds like he says, Yaha, where are you?
Yeah, where you?
Gives me pirate vibes a little bit, not gonna lie. In at the number 12 spot, we have this sound.
Where you, baby?
Sounds like he says, and in at the number 11 spot, we have this sound.
Where you are, baby?
Very similar to the number 12 spot, so they could have similar meanings, but this one sounds more like, you are a baby. Okay, into the top 10. So coming in now at the number 10 spot, I have this sound. Now the reason I put this sound in at number 10 is because it sounds like the henchman is saying yeet. I don't think I need to say any more. If Laserbeam was a henchman, he would be this guy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. Moving on now, guys, to the number 9 spot, I put this sound. Now this sound is one of the classics. You hear it all the time, at least for me. I don't know about you guys, but I hear this sound all the time. Sounds like they say, tell me where. Tell me where. They say it exactly like that. Moving on now, guys, to the number 8 spot, I put this sound.
Tell me right.
Now this sound sounds like they're saying, hey, you're right.
Tell me right.
Again, just in my personal opinion, it sounds like it though, it really does, but it could be completely different. They were your standard henchman sounds, so that's why it's in at number 8. Moving on now, guys, to the number 7 spot, I put this sound.
Hey, back up, man.
Now this one sounds like they're saying, hey, back off, man. I could definitely see this translation being close to the truth. I feel like a lot of my translations are off, but I feel like this one could be very close to what they actually meant. Moving on now, guys, to the number 6 spot, I put this sound.
Bye.
Now this sound, again, is another one of your standard ones that sound like they say die, boy, except the boy sounds more like bye, die, bye. That doesn't even make any sense, so I'm just saying it sounds like die, boy, because that actually kind of makes sense. That's why it's in at number 6. Moving on now, guys, to the number 5 spot, I am putting this sound.
The fire party here.
Now this one definitely says it's very cold in here.
The fire party here.
I'm sorry, but if you think otherwise of what this thing says, then you are probably right. But this one definitely sounds like it says it's very cold in here. I can't argue this one enough. This one I'm almost certain about. Gotta be. Moving on now, guys, to the number 4 spot, we have this sound.
Oh, man.
Now this one provides a very clear English translation as well, and it just sounds like he's saying, "Aw, man." Not much explanation is needed for this one, to be honest. It is very straightforward, and that's why it's in number 4. Moving on now, guys, to the number 3 spot, I am putting this sound.
Huh? Tell me where.
Now this sound sounds very much like the number 9 spot, except in front of the tell me where, he says huh. I think the huh in front makes it a little more comedic, because if one of those little henchy boys gets a question mark over their head, this is the first thing they're saying. Huh? Tell me where. Moving on now, guys, to the number 2 spot, I have this sentence. Now this one, I couldn't make anything of it, but the reason I put it in at number 2 is because the henchman hiccups at the end, and it is hilarious. If you didn't hear it, I'm gonna roll it again. Now I have absolutely no idea what this guy is saying whatsoever, but he hiccups at the end, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. And guys, coming in now at the number 1 spot, we have this sound. Now this sound is the absolute best one for sure. Absolutely. This one sounds like your henchman crossed over with a vampire. Blah, blah, blah. That's what he sounds like. And if you don't know what Dracula sounds like, he basically says blah, blah, blah. I only know that because of Hotel Transylvania. Good movie, by the way. But I love this sound. I think it's hilarious, so that's why it's in at number 1. Anyway, everyone, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this absolute monstrosity of a video. I have not done a list this big since my ranking every legendary skin, which took me 5 hours to edit, so this will be fun. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, really hard to rank sounds, so this list could literally be interchangeable any which way. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy what you saw, and we'll catch you back next season. Peace out.